with head football coach Chris Robertson, WPI, getting ready to play Coast Guard at home on Senior Day on Saturday. And Coach, we've got to look back at last Saturday and first overtime game in quite a while. In fact, a double overtime against MIT on the short end of a 28-22 decision. An outstanding football game, just didn't go our way. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was to sit in the stands and watch the game was, I'm sure, was one of the best games that you could have watched. As a coach on our sideline, as the day went on, it was definitely a day of missed opportunities for us. We talked to the guys a lot about if you keep a good team in the game for long enough, they're going to make you pay, and that's what happened. The first overtime we had a chance to put some points on the board and didn't get it done. Second overtime we were up first, and again couldn't get away with any points on the board. And ultimately, it was just a matter of time before that good team in MIT took advantage of the situation. But made some mistakes that were uncharacteristic of us from this year. I think it, knocked us down a few pegs, and I think it was ultimately we didn't deserve to win the game, and I think it really gives us an opportunity to, again, hit the reset button and really focus on the details and the things that are important to us so we can be successful moving forward.
And given the characters and the leadership of the team that you have to be very confident that your team will be refocused at this point.
Yeah, and as we look ahead to our senior recognition day here against Coast Guard, there's 35 of those guys, and they've been through thick and thin with me over the past 4 years, and so they understand. They understand how to sustain success, and they also at times have figured out how to battle back after some tough losses and regroup and refocus and get the job done. So that's what we're working on this week.
And you talk about those 35 seniors, they'll be honored pregame. Almost needed an extended pregame, almost needed an extra section of the program to honor all those. You've been around college football a long time. Have you ever had a class this big?
Never, not even close. I mean, this is easily the biggest group of seniors I've ever been around, and over almost spanning 30 years here between playing in college and coaching for the past 20 some odd years, and just an amazing group of guys that have worked really hard. And the success that we have is a direct correlation to who they are as people, most importantly, and who they are as leaders, who they are as competitors and hard workers every single day during their 4 years here, and they'll sorely be missed.
Just talk about the diversity of roles those guys play. You got some stars, you got some starters, you got some role players, you got guys that don't play very often. Just what have you done to keep that group together and so connected?
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the most selfless groups that we've had over time. When you have that many guys, there really isn't enough spots for every single one of them to be starters or contributors, that type of thing. And just preaching that there's something that's more important than each of us, and that's the team. And to really work on being selfless, to work on being the type of person that every coach wants, and regardless of your role, embracing your role and doing it better than anybody else. And whether that role is being a starter, backup, or a scout team player, those guys, each of them have embraced the roles and have really done an amazing job of really leading this team to some great seasons over the past 4 years.
And then another tough opponent this week, Coast Guard. They got us last year in New London. Just another good football team.
Yeah, absolutely one of the best coached teams in the conference, hands down. They are tough. They're athletic. The typical military mindset. There's no quit in anything that they do. We got our work cut out for us. For us to bounce back and be successful. Again, focusing on the details, the little things, doing a better job of protecting the football, doing a better job of not giving up big plays on the back end, and taking advantage of situations to our advantage will be really critically important for us to beat a really talented Coast Guard team.
Great. WPI Coast Guard at noon on Saturday, November 9th. Big NUMAC matchup, Senior Day. Get there early because it will be a little longer with the 35 seniors. And Chris, we look forward to seeing you again out there on the field.
Thanks, Rusty. Roll Tech.